over a lack of security. The protest began after an increase in violent attacks on prison guards by inmates. One of the hotspots is here at Fleury-Mérogis jail near Paris. It's the largest in Europe and holds more than 4,000 inmates. It's also used to monitor suspected extremists, and among them is Saleh Abdeslam, who faces trial over the 2015 Paris terror attack. And as staff protested, clashes erupted with police outside the prison.
Today, we have all come here for a strike because discontent is spreading across France. A crucial problem is the security of prison personnel. On top of that, there's the issue of Islamic radicals, who are also kept in our jail, and who are not isolated from other inmates.
It's dangerous for us to be around the inmates because for them we are everything they hate. For them we are enemies by definition.
With the blockades and demonstrations spreading across France, Charlotte Dubinsky has been following the story.
This is a nationwide strike of prisons across France, with unions saying that around 130 of France's 188 prisons took place in this particular strike. Now, at Europe's largest prison, which is just south of Paris, the protesters there actually blockaded the prison with tyres, with wooden pallets. They burnt them afterwards. That's something that we have seen at other prisons across France as well. Quite a normal tactic to block those prisons. Now, this is now the 8th day of these nationwide blockades, and this comes after just over a week ago there was an attack on 3 security guards at a prison in the north of France by a man who's a convicted terrorist. Now that sparked off these latest protests, but since then, in the last week or so, there have been several other incidents at prisons in France, including an incident on Sunday in which 2 guards were assaulted again. Now, the unions and the prison guards themselves say that they want more working conditions to be more secure for the dangerous prisoners, for those prisoners who've been radicalised, to be isolated in the jails.
We continue because today there is nothing. The few things that have been announced by the Chancery and the trade unions, the staff have rejected entirely. We're blocking everything. We're blocking the prison of Fleury. We will block all of France. In terms of security, we want concrete things, including materials that allow prison staff to work in safety.
Well, of course, prison guards and police officers are normally on the same side of the fence defending justice, but in this occasion they're actually on different sides of the fence, different sides of the opinion, and what we have seen is conflicts and clashes between the two, including tear gas being used at times. Take a look at some of what's been happening outside the prisons in France.
Reculez, reculez, reculez!
Well, President Macron himself has offered to unveil a radical reform of prisons across France. That is due to be unveiled at the end of next month, but it's going to come a long way away from these protests, which look set to continue.